Hello everyone, my name is Caroline and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I am so grateful that you're here. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to follow along for more Sims 4 and cozy gaming content. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. We're going to be building this inspiration photo from a trip I just took to Amsterdam with my husband. I am kind of weird in that when I go and travel to new fun places, I like to take pictures of the architecture to build in Sims later on. So not sure if I'm the only one who does that, probably so, but if you do that, let me know. We're gonna be doing a build of a home, I think they were homes, group of homes, townhomes in Amsterdam. So I'll put the reference photo up for you guys to see and follow along with. We are, I think, in Britechester in this Honeydew Fields lot. It's a 20 by 15. We're not gonna have a budget or anything like that. Excuse the mess here. Since this is my first time building on YouTube, I thought it would be easier to just kind of like pop everything over to the side and then we can kind of drag and drop and build it together. I'm just gonna be doing the two townhomes in the inspiration photo. First, we're gonna take this door, put it here. There's a red door there. And then the reason why I took a picture of this townhome is because I really love the window boxes. So we're gonna put these windows I thought were the closest. Keep in mind, I don't have all of the packs because ain't nobody got money for that. I only have a few. So if you're like, oh, that one window from so-and-so pack would look so much better. I probably just don't have that pack. And then we're gonna take these guys, put them on the sides. I just love this idea of this like little box unit in an apartment hanging off the sides. So cute. And then the downstairs unit looks to be like a business. So the windows are a little bit different for that. And then I'm grabbing these and I sized them down. So normally they're about that big. And I'm just using my left bracket key to size that down. And then we're gonna take this Better Days brick facade. And I'm sorry that I didn't build the shell with you all. In the future, I do plan to do that. I just had a heck of a time trying to figure out this roofing situation, which when you see it, you'll be like, I don't understand why you had such a hard time. But I did, so don't judge me. And then I wanted to take these red flower boxes. There aren't any in the photo, but I just thought it would look cute and it would be a good way to bring in that extra red that I feel like we are missing from the awning here. I also don't have my glasses on, so if I'm squinting a lot, also I feel like I'm just now realizing my camera was all the way down there. Ugh! Oh no. Well, I'm not redoing all that, so at least I fixed it. If I'm like this, it's because I don't have my glasses on. Right now, the roof is looking a little unfinished to me, so we're going to take this smooth keeper fence and just outline the perimeter. Then we're gonna take this simple exterior trim and put it around the trim of each level. And then we're gonna take this piece. I'm so bummed because I'd really like for this to come up more. And of course I would have liked for us to be able to do that octagonal piece, but it just wouldn't work out that way. Really wish that these wouldn't be at like a diagonal, but unfortunately that's just the way it is. Another thing I'm gonna be like super critical of myself on is my posture. It's terrible. It's so bad. This is gonna humble myself very quickly doing videos. And then we're gonna take this guy and put that up here. I wanna take these, what are these called? Corbels. I have ADHD, so this could be a short-lived venture for me, but hopefully not. Okay, so next up we're gonna take this sunlit stone. I was trying to decide between a few doors, but let's put our windows up first. I wish so badly I could rotate the corbels and put them here, but unfortunately I don't have any mods or anything like that in my game, so I am unable to do that. I am going to take this corbel and place it up there. And then for doors, I pulled out a few options here. For this guy, white trim is a must. I think I like the first one because it's skinny like the one in the photo. Okay, so I think I'm going to take this gabled roof. You guys, okay. Fix my posture. Like, why can't I just sit like this like a normal person? So like this. and like this, like. Next time I will be wearing my glasses. Or contacts, probably. Ugh, I just love these. Like, don't you just dream of just like sitting there painting on your little easel that you don't have, nor do you paint? That's the dream, you know? So yeah, my husband and I just got back from a trip. We went to Amsterdam and some surrounding cities outside Amsterdam. It was just such a dream. And then after that, we went to Paris. And then we went to Lauterbrunnen in Switzerland, which was my favorite. It's giving cookie cutter. I keep looking at myself in the corner and I'm like, oh, wow, okay, we're gonna have to really work on that, aren't we? Oh, these would be so cute. Yeah, we're doing that. Okay, let's work on some landscaping. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, welcome back. It is a new day for me. We just got done doing the landscaping and I'm ready to go ahead and do the interior. So I wanted to show you what it looks like with the landscaping. Just put some bushes around the perimeter. I realized that this door actually had a flower box which was inside, so I flipped it around because I do think it looks cute. So from here, we're going to go ahead and jump into doing the interior together. Okay, so I have gone ahead and started a little bit of a floor plan. They're almost identical except for the bottom floor is just a little bit different to accommodate this large window. I did think about doing a storefront on this one, but it just wasn't going to work out that way to have the storefront, a kitchen, a living room, a bedroom, and all the essentials. So we are going to just pretend like it was a storefront before this person bought it and converted it into their home. This is going to be a little bit squishy, but if you've ever been to Europe, you know that everything is a little bit squishy there, especially the bathrooms, which our bathrooms are going to definitely be squishy. We're just going to play into that narrative that it's European, okay? I'm going to kind of go with a vibe of it's been a little bit updated, but they kept a lot of the original pieces to these buildings. They're a lot older, obviously, in Europe, so we're just gonna pretend like this was built back in the 1800s, and whoever purchased these flipped them but tried to keep some of the original character. We are going to do a living room here, kitchen here, or vice versa. Not sure yet. This is gonna be the bathroom over here. Up here, we're gonna have just a hallway. This is going to be a art room, bathroom here, and then upstairs we're going to have the bedrooms here and here, hallways, and owner bathrooms up here. I didn't want to have this be just like wasted space and there was a window going into there, so I wanted to make sure we utilize the space. I don't really know what for yet. I'm thinking for this one it's going to be like storage for the painter. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we're back and obviously we've made some changes. I wasn't liking the pink tile. I really wanted to step outside of my comfort zone and give it a try, but it wasn't working out. I went to Pinterest and I looked up some inspo photos and I'll put those on the screen, but we are going to go ahead and run with this. I still want it to kind of have an old aesthetic. I'm actually playing with a narrative in my head. This left one, the one that used to be the storefront, is for like an older single woman, and then the one on the right has been purchased by someone who is a single younger male who wants to modernize it a little bit. First, we're going to move forward with the living room. So I'm gonna take this railing here and we're gonna go ahead and just put it on both of those. And then I've grabbed a few things. Again, remember this is gonna be kind of squishy because that's how they do it in Europe, and that's the story I'm sticking to. I thought that this cottage living set looked really nice and played into the narrative of it being older mixed in with the new. And then I know this is kind of weird, but I was thinking, you know how in like older homes or people that kind of enjoy that like older aesthetic, that Nancy Meyers aesthetic, if you will, if you know who that is, using like this old wooden table as like an island, but also a dining space. I wish it was a little bit skinnier, but unfortunately we can't use console tables as dining tables. I know you're wondering, where's the sink? But I thought it would be kind of fun to just put like a separate sink over here, because when you're like go to older houses, you're like, this doesn't really make sense. Like nowadays we would have like a sink built into the counter, but I feel like in some older homes they have like this separate sink situation. So I thought that that also played into the narrative of this older home. Also, by the way, I don't know what's going on with the stairs with it being kind of raised underneath. I don't feel like it normally does that, but for whatever reason I cannot get it to change to be the same level. Like when I delete the staircase, everything's fine and dandy, but when I put it back, it like raises it up on this platform a little bit back there. I tried to restart my game and everything and it's just not working, so we're just gonna let it live. Then I wanted to use this rug. Again, single older woman, so she only needs one chair, okay? I know I would have more room if I gave up on the fireplace, but you can't have a house like this and not have a fireplace, you know? So we're gonna put that. I chose this one because it looks old and original to the house. Perfect! I'm liking how this is coming together. I know the red clashes a little bit, but again, leaning into the realism, you wouldn't just paint your door just because it didn't match the aesthetic of everything else, right? I mean, there's a little bit of like pink-ish, reddish right here, so I don't know. Maybe once we add all the details in, then it will all come together and I can try to find detail pieces that have a little bit of red in there. Okay, the living room is complete. I'm sorry I did so much of that off screen. I know it's a lot, but again, thinking old granny lives here by herself. You know when you go to granny's house, and actually I'm calling her Nan since we're doing a European build. We're calling her Nan. Nan lives here and she loves her clutter. She loves her knickknacks. What Nan doesn't? So that's why we have so much stuff on the walls. Lots of clutter, lots of plants. I'm gonna put another inspiration photo up that shows what I was kind of going for with all of the plants. Don't worry, I did put the vent hood up. I was realizing I forgot that. And I also have a bin over here. Put up some spices and cooking stuff. Of course, she's got her cute little bunny, her cookbooks, things like that. That's what those are supposed to be up there. This little washboard above the sink and more plants, a little journal. Because I know what you're thinking. What's Nan doing? This looks boring. There's no TV, no music. Well, Nan likes the simpler things in life and she likes to journal. She likes to play board games. She likes to sit here by the fire and read. What a wholesome little lady. We love her. So I'm really happy with how this has turned out. I'm liking the color scheme. I'm liking the chaos, but there's a little bit of cohesion with the color palette. Next, we're going to jump into the bathroom, which is going to be pretty quick. Okay, we are back. It's a new day for me. I have a little guy here. This actually is not my dog. I dog sit as a side gig, and this is one of my favorite clients. His name is Go-Go. I actually do have two dogs of my own. You can't see them. They're sitting over here in my chair, but I'm sure you guys will meet them at some point. I said we were going to do the bathroom, and I haven't done that yet, so I'm gonna go do that real quick. Okay, this is pretty basic bathroom. The wooden toilet seat lid is a Nan staple, so of course we had to include that. And then this retro feeling matching bathroom tile on the wall and the floor, and some vintage accent pieces with the mirror and the sink vanity and the towel. Another Nan staple is a seashell accent piece in the bathroom, you know? Okay, now we are moving on to the second floor. As you can tell, this is my third day doing this because I've had 3 outfit changes. So I don't know how this is sustainable for people. I have a whole new respect for content creators. I'm sure I'll get faster as I learn to be less of a perfectionist and I get more experienced with editing and recording and all of these things, but whew, this is like not that large of a build and this is taking me ages. So I went ahead and copied the wallpaper. I hate that we don't have a wallpaper without the wainscoting because I think it looks really odd to have it break up in the middle like this, but that's just the way of Sims, so I hope you guys will forgive me for that. We are moving into the painting room. I love this gingham plaid style wallpaper. I think it's so cute and vintage. I would have this in my home. Say what you will, but it's one of my favorite wallpapers. And then I already went ahead and did the bathroom over here. It's just a basic toilet sink combo. Let's get our easel. And this is exactly what I dreamed as I was walking through the streets of Amsterdam. It's all coming true. Nan is gonna sit there. She's gonna paint her little heart out. Okay, not another day. I was just getting roasty toasty in that shirt. Go, so sorry, my guy, but he had to go. He was making me way too hot. But I just needed to make it clear that I'm not now on my 4th day. I am going to add in the cheat bb.ignore gameplay unlock entitlement. So that way I can get all these career items. Because I wanted to grab this. I'm just setting them out for now. So I'm going to take these, I'm going to size them down. Those are going to go here. This is going to go in the corner. It's covering up the window a little bit, which would normally drive me crazy. When people do that in their builds, it drives me nuts. Sorry if you do that, but it does. I feel like this goes with Nan's personality. She's just a little, like I said, cluttered. She doesn't care that it's covering up her window. I think this would also be a good spot for a bookcase and also for a little chair for her to read in and decompress. It's kind of her safe space where she paints and she relaxes and she reads. I kind of like this older bookcase and it matches the wood tones of everything else. For our comfy little chair, oh, that's got Nan written all over it. Now we need to get her a little table to put next to her, to put her coffee cup. Actually, Nan drinks tea. What am I talking about? I think Nan and tea are specifically English things. So I apologize if you live in Europe and you're like, none of this is resonating with me. I'm very sorry. I just am thinking Great British Bake Off. My husband and I watch that all the time, and we always coin one of the older women in that show as our Nan. So that's where this is all coming from. I really wish we had some smaller tables in this game. Like, they all have such large surface areas. Like, I'm thinking like a little stool type thing. Actually, maybe this. Kind of like that. I know it's kind of weird, but Nan also likes to upholster. I mean, what can't this woman do? She upholstered this chair. She put the little cushion on it. Done. Now we need a mug for her tea. The way I just scoured the game for a mug, I know there's one in here. I've seen it before, at least in debug, but can't find it. So instead, we're giving Nan this embroidery kit from Nifty Knitting because obviously, like we said, Nan does it all. That's definitely something she would do. She also knits. I mean, honestly, this woman is an inspiration to us all. And then we're going to add this rug here, which honestly, she probably made. Okay, I added in this photo here, which you guessed it, Nan painted it. And then this classic light fixture, it just has like the best lighting. And it goes with this granny aesthetic that we're doing. This is the painter room all done. Real quickly, just did the hallway area here. I added in the wall because the stair railing was doing something a little funky, so I thought it would be easier to just put a wall there. And then that allowed me to put this cute little console table here with the Tiffany lamp, another Nan staple. Every grandma has one of those like Tiffany stained glass lamps in their house. Tell me I'm wrong. Let's move on to the upstairs. Next up for Nan's room, we're gonna do this Spring Sparrow B&B bed because that definitely fits our theme. This end table that she has had for ages, and she's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? Like, we don't need to get a new dresser every time we relocate or redecorate. She would love that picture. She went to Home Goods and she was like, you know what? I need that in my home because this is giving Home Goods for sure. I've used every photo in that collage downstairs. So I'm having a hard time finding things that we haven't used yet. And my dog just showed up and she's got the zoomies. You can see her and you can hear her. This one is mine. She's not one that I'm dog sitting. This is Penny. I have 2 dogs. So this is just one. She's the one making all the noise. Okay, it took me a minute to figure out what vibe I wanted to go with, but we landed with this. I figured her room is where she would like to display all of her handmade things. So we have this embroidery piece behind her bed, this cute little granny clock, pictures of maybe her son and her late husband. We don't know what happened to them, but there they are. Of course, this light and an older looking style lamp. And yeah, we just need to add in a dresser over here and some lighting. Oh my gosh, my dog. You gotta go, sister. The time change is messing them up, so it's like 3 o'clock, but they think it's time for them to eat. So I thought it would be a perfect place for a lot of plants since she likes plants, and obviously there's a lot of natural light coming in through there. So I put an assortment of plants, and I was looking for that tiered shelf, and I found a bunch of tables in this miscellaneous category under surfaces that I've never seen before, including this little gnome that's holding up a little spot for a plant. So I don't know if I'm going to use that in here. I think I'm going to move it outside and continue searching for that tiered plant holder that I was looking for. But I also found like this like buffet type table that I thought looked really antique. I think I'm going to try to find a space for that in the hallway there. But I just wanted to point that out because there's some tables in here that maybe it's just me and my inexperience, but I have not seen a lot of these things before. Like this table is so cute and I've never seen that. And this is funny. It reminds me of like the dog butler statue from Modern Family. But yeah, I just wanted to point those out. Okay, so this is Nan's room all complete. I love this little greenhouse kind of area in her nook over here where you get all the sunlight, so all these plants can thrive. I just sized down some of these curtains from Blue Main Rooms for those windows, and then I did add a little stack of books down here for her because she likes to read. And yeah, this is Dan's room all complete. So let's head into the hallway. This is another little item that I honestly didn't know existed. I think it's in like the laundry day pack. It has these like wicker baskets and little shelves. So I'm just going to add some clutter items on to the shelf here. Put a little cat here because we're gonna get Nan a cat. I think she needs a little companion. I don't know who these people are. Maybe it's her grandson's soccer team. Perfect. Stop. These are cute. I think these are a debug item. She would love that. Oh no, that's a major bummer. She can't take on another hobby. Woodworking is out of the question, okay? It's just too much. This wallpaper is very boring, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe we should just do this wallpaper again. So I need to make sure I get a banister here, but I don't know if it's gonna work since I'm having some issues. See, like, what is that? What's going on there? Like, the coloring is off, the lighting is kind of weird. So the question is, do I do a wall there? I just feel like that's gonna be too closed off. So just pretend like this clipping thing isn't happening. I don't know if that's user error or if that's something that a lot of people have been having issues with. You know what would be kind of cool is to do some sconces. Yeah, into that. Good mood lighting. Okay, let's now move on into the bathroom. And I know what you're thinking. First of all, this tree is clipping. I'm gonna fix that. Second of all, that is some crazy tile. That's real weird. Change that right now. But I'm gonna put an inspiration photo up here to show you guys kind of what I was going for, and then I'm gonna go ahead and build something based on the inspiration photo, and I'll be right back. Okay, you're either going to love this or you're gonna hate it. I love it. I think I ate, as Gen Zers would say. So you saw the inspiration photo, so I think I did pretty good. I'm really loving how cozy this is. I think it definitely goes with our Nancy Meyers aesthetic and having just like this cozy little corner, and yeah, I would love for this to be my bathroom. It's so cozy and cute and vintage. Let's go ahead and finish up the attic. Okay, this is truly nothing special. Again, it's just giving attic. I did add some wear spots in here from the basement kit because I thought that just played into the story that this is an older home, and obviously someone wouldn't really spend the time fixing up and renovating the attic, so the attic is showing the signs of wear and tear from this being a home built in the 1800s. So this is our finished exterior. I think I'm going to break this video up into 2 separate videos. I know normally someone with more experience would be able to finish this somewhat small build within one video, but this has taken me a long time and I'm still learning, so I'm going to be ending this video with this first townhome, and in our next video we'll be completing the second townhome, which is going to be again for a younger single male sim who is kind of renovating it with a more modern take than we did in this first townhome. So I did go ahead and create Nan. This is Nan. Her name's Greta. I thought it would just be fun to put a face to the name of the legendary Nan. and this is her. So she's super stoked, as you can see, to get in there. I'm going to go ahead and switch into live mode and do a tour of the house from the sim point of view. Okay, here she is in all of her beauty. I think it turned out so cool. So you walk in, and this is Nan's house. She's already gotten into her reading over here. This is the kitchen, the living room, and of course her cluttered up wall. Then we're gonna go into the bathroom. Nothing too special. I did go ahead and add in all the things you need for a cat, or at least I think. I've never owned a cat. So I got a scratch post, a food bowl, and a litter box. Nothing too crazy. Excuse me, Nan. This is the hallway. I went ahead and added some more sconce lighting, and there's that scratch post. And then if you go through here, we have our, ignore the glitching with the ceiling paint, but we have our artist room. That is the dream right there. That's where Nan paints, and I'm very jealous of her. And then you walk in here, and this is just a basic bathroom, nothing special. And you come up here, and we have our little hallway. And then in here we have Nan's bedroom. I'm pretty sure the ceiling paint is glitching, so that's pretty unfortunate. This is her bedroom, and this little area that I love with all of her plants. Over here we have our bathroom, which I also love how it turned out. It's very unique and very cozy. And then we're gonna go upstairs. Just a bunch of clutter, your normal everyday attic clutter. And that's gonna do it for our Amsterdam inspired townhome. If you've made it all the way until the end, thank you so much. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, YouTube.